We are glad to be together. Breathing Tao is the name of the exhibition of Diana Lo Mei Hing, and we have that here in the Art Reach Gallery. And we're very glad to have Diana here, as well as so much of the art that is very much related to issues and ideas and the whole feeling and experience that Tao presents. I thought today what we would do is begin with a few lines from one of the chapters in Tao, Tao Te Ching. And we recognize this as a translation that has been given permission for us, a man by the name of Derek Lim, and told us it was quite okay if we used his translation. And there are so many. So Lao Tzu says, Chapter 25, there is something formlessly created, born before heaven and earth, so silent, so ethereal, independent and changeless, circulating and ceaseless, it can be regarded as the mother of the world.
Yes.
I love that kind of reference, basically because it pulls us back to before anything was.
Mm-hmm. The primordial of everything. And Tao said is the way to listen the nature. The nature is very important because we come from there.
And so in your work, you seem to want to go back to that, maybe that silent place
Yes.
In you as you begin to work.
Yes, because the silence is has many meaning. For someone could be also negative, but I think for Tao is the most important way to be. We all come from no being to being. We are being, but we come from no being.
Well, we think of that, and obviously your art did not exist at one point, and then it does.
Yes, and this can come piece by piece, and then in the end, you see before come out the image, and then come out the form, and inside the form need that silence, need that both, because it's there the most important thing. Then you can see not the form but the emptiness.
Well, let's go to that empty spot that you refer to. Before this particular work was created, what was it? Where did you get this? What's the deal? Is it a painting? Is it a tell us about what begins.
In this work, there's no any painting, there's no any brush, no any color like the normal color you use watercolor or oil color, no at all. But only cardboard like a canvas, and then after I have many papers from different countries, and then I hand torn them, depend which kind form come out, and I put piece by piece on the cardboard or on the canvas,
So,
and slowly come out the image, and after that slowly come out the form. But what is important is what stayed behind, because I thought when I was working with my work, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just let me go and see what come out. And of course, my life is full of full of thoughts. But all this is connecting in all my life, the research about Tao. I know perfect Tao, because you have to learn day by day, step by step, and you never have finished to learn because no exists one word can definition exactly what is the Tao.
So you're not conscious of what it's going to become.
Oh no.
But you start really out of that nothingness, out of that silence,
Yes.
and let something emerge out of
Yes.
that.
Yes. And the silence is very musical for me. And because it's something in motion. It's not something has no any action. No action, but action in the same time.
So do you create this particular piece? You say you have a board, you have some paper there, and you tear and you place.
Yes.
Are you listening to music while you do that?
Yes. Yes.
So you don't work out of silence while you're working. You work with the music that is.
Yes.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Sometimes the classic music.
Classical and.
Yes, classical music, and sometimes the jazz,
Mhm.
and depend my mood of the day. So sometimes also the Chinese music.
Mhm.
But I cannot work with someone around. I need my immersion, total immersion in my work and with the music.
Yeah, so you allow the music, but you don't allow the other people
No.
in your life.
No, because with the work, with the talk, then come out the intellectual part, and I don't want that part. I just want the creative part, the intuition part, because that part is surprised me because I don't know what could come out.
Well, out of nothing, something emerges for you, but it's not exactly nothing. It's the paper. I mean, you choose the paper, and the paper seems, you say, it comes from different countries.
Yes.
So it has different qualities to it.
Yes.
Has an internationality to it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And because every kind of paper is come from different traditional life, and so is something connecting different kind of culture in the same moment, and so I could say you can see here a lot of clouds, but also you can see some form of a mountain, but in reality they are not mountain or cloud or sky.
Well, it strikes me that there's something else other than the paper that is international. The silence is also international.
Yes. Yes.
And so is nature.
Yes. Yes.
And so you wind up with a kind of claiming a world that you're part of and allow to come out of that a kind of interaction with so many different things.
Yes. Yes. But the nature is also us. It's not only the tree or the flower or the mushroom, or it's also part of us.
Who we are.
Who we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, of course, when we think about before everything else was, we're also talking about before we were.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so much of our knowledge today is that there is a vast emptiness.
Yes.
Far beyond anything we know.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And why would we ever in the world want to be in touch with that vast emptiness?
Because it's very important. It's our origin. It's before the everything has a name, the definition about, I don't know, you give a name for everything. Especially now we have all the file. Every file you put this is for this, this for that. From that moment, we create the problems. In the beginning, there's no distinction of everything was the same. It's important that the void, the emptiness, because it's the part, the origin of everything. And in the beginning, when was a human, they are living, working, but there's no any nameness, and everything was fine. After when come out the distinction with the name, then we clear the confusion and the chaos, and then come also the sadness,
The
the sadness.
the sadness.
Yes.
Well, when this whole creative process that you're about is very definitely going at the beginning, there's nothing. You choose what you're going to use, and out of that choice, things begin to emerge. And that seems to be a really pretty sensitive part of what you're doing.
Thank you. But the important thing is we have to forget part of the confusion we create by ourselves, and try to turn back, try to find out this silence, because that is can give us the peace, the inner
Right.
happiness.
And the silence that allows you to make your decisions. It's interesting to me that in pursuing being a viewer of your work, kind of demands my own silence as I approach it. So I wonder sometimes if the silence that is mine is the silence that was yours before you started creating. Only I do it backwards.
Yes. No, I think in Tao, no exists the word absolute. So everyone has follow what he feel, what she feel, and there's no one word for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's depend our where we grow up, our experience of the life, and then after we follow the Tao in our way. Everyone has its kind of a way to go ahead.
So, thank you very much for sharing this, our first experience together, thinking about Tao and thinking about the work that you have created to share with us. And please join us again next time. We'll pursue yet another chapter in Tao, the Tao Te Ching, and have a little more conversation about its importance in the way we understand Diana's work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.